Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, 60-year-old man charged with rape and sexual assault of stepdaughter. The police have charged a construction worker with the alleged rape and sexual assault of a teenager who is said to be his stepdaughter. The accused is said to be 60 years old of a Westmoreland address. Reports are that between September and December 2021, the teenager was sent by her mother on several occasions to collect money from her stepfather. It is alleged that during one of her visits, the man assaulted the teen, and on another occasion, he allegedly had sexual intercourse with her against her will. The incidents were reported to the police. On Wednesday, July 17, lawmen conducted a raid at the man's home where he was arrested and charged with the offenses. His court date is being finalized. Kingson construction worker shot and injured in St. Mary while cleaning car. A 45-year-old construction worker from a Kingson address was shot and injured in the Castletown community in St. Mary on Wednesday morning. Police reports are that the man was cleaning his motor car on a section of the Content main road in the parish around 8 a.m. when he observed a motorcyclist riding back and forth in his direction. It is alleged that the motorcyclist stopped, walked towards the man, and took out a gun, firing shots. The man reportedly was shot in his right leg, but managed to escape in a nearby gully, where he made his way to the Castletown police station and reported the incident. He was taken to the Anota Bay Hospital, where he was treated. 2 spent casings were discovered at the scene. The Porta Maria Criminal Investigation Bureau is investigating. Man who locked himself inside a supermarket and then stole money charged. The police have charged a man who locked himself inside a bathroom in a supermarket on Kingson Spring Road, St. Andrew, and was caught while attempting to flee with the stolen money. He is 26-year-old Chevon Davis of White Lane, St. Andrew, who has been charged with housebreaking, larceny, and the malicious destruction of property. His court date is being finalized. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that about 1:30 a.m. on Friday, July 12, Davis hid in the bathroom while the employees locked the establishment. Davis reportedly then smashed the window to a room where cash was kept and removed several bags of coins. While inside, he allegedly destroyed several CCTV cameras. The police say while attempting to leave through a window that he smashed, Davis was held by a security guard. The bags of coins were recovered and the police were summoned. He was later arrested and charged. Man robbed, shot, and left in bushes in Slagoville. The police in St. Catherine are searching for 4 gunmen who robbed, abducted, and then shot a man and left him for dead in bushes in Slagoville last night. It is reported that about 8:30 p.m., the man went to visit someone in the community, and while in the area, he was pounced upon by 4 armed men who robbed him of his possession. The hoodlums then placed the 38-year-old technician inside the trunk of his Toyota Probox motor car and drove him to another section of the community where he was shot and left in bushes by his attackers. He was eventually rescued and a report made. The Linstead Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the matter. Assault rifle found hidden in St. Andrew Church. Cops assigned to the St. Andrew Central Police Division on Wednesday seized an assault rifle in a church on Crescent Road. No one was arrested in connection with the find. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that about 12:53 p.m., lawmen were in the area when a church was searched. During the search, the firearm, a M1 Garand rifle containing 67.62 mm rounds of ammunition, was seen in a room of the church wrapped in pieces of clothing. The weapon was seized. Investigation continues. 2 guns seized by police in St. Anne. The Brownstown Police in St. Anne have arrested a 34-year-old security guard in connection with one of 2 guns seized in the parish yesterday. It is reported that about 4 p.m., the police conducted an operation at the Brownstown Mall during which a Smith & Wesson revolver loaded with 2 rounds of .38 ammunition was seized from the suspect. He is being held for suspicion of possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Meanwhile, about 6 p.m., the Ocho Rios police seized a 9mm pistol along with 17 rounds of ammunition after a man fled leaving a knapsack behind. He is being sought. Case management hearing for accused in murder of Paulwell's daughter and her mother delayed. The plea and the case management hearing for Leoda Bradshaw and her alleged accomplices who are implicated in the murder of politician Philip Paulwell's 10-month-old daughter, Saroya, and her mother, Tashana Patterson, has been rescheduled to September 16. The hearing, which was booked to commence this morning in the Home Circuit Court, failed to get underway after the court was notified that the family of the defendant, Roland Balfour, has opted to pull attorney Courtney Rowe off the case. The family, however, did not retain a new lawyer, hence the court assigned attorneys-at-law Michael Howell and Vanessa Taylor to represent Balfour. Consequently, the matter could not start today, as disclosure is to be made to the new lawyers in the case. The two defendants, along with the alleged triggerman, David Smith, and B. John Black, were remanded. Two other men, Richard Brown and Roisin Miller, previously pleaded guilty to the crime and were both sentenced. The 10-month-old child and her 27-year-old mother were abducted from their home on Gilmore Drive in St. Andrew on September 9. They were allegedly taken to East Kingston and shot and killed and their bodies burned. The alleged mastermind, United States Navy Petty Officer Bradshaw, is Paulwell's companion. Bradshaw is accused of contacting hitmen, contracting her cousin Balfour, and orchestrating a plan to murder and kidnap the mother and the child. She reportedly traveled to Jamaica with the sole purpose of murdering Paulwell's infant daughter and her mother. This happened one day after she had confronted the woman about the infant on Facebook. Amity Hall residents call for NEPA intervention after crocodile sightings. Residents of Amity Hall in eastern St. Thomas are calling for the intervention of the National Environment and Planning Agency following several sightings of crocodiles in the community. They told the news that at least 5 of the animals were spotted near the entrance to the Amity Hall Primary School. The residents have blamed the owner of a crocodile habitat located near Holland Bay. They have accused the operator of deliberately placing the reptiles in their community last week following the hurricane and are calling for the habitat to be removed.
Everywhere you look, every little water, every little stream filled with crocodiles, and they are heroes. Imagine this is the Amity Hall Primary School, yeah? And you can imagine so many kids attended. What about one of the day a crocodile reach out for one of them and there is no help? It needs something to be done.
Data collection still ongoing for 2022 census. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica says while data processing is ongoing for the country's 15th national population and housing census, staff members are still collecting data in some areas where gaps have been identified. Statin has come under scrutiny because of several issues in the execution of the 2022 population and housing census, including a lack of workers, delayed compensation of workers, and missed deadlines. The data collection process was set to be completed December 2022 after it was started in September of that year. But Director General Carol Coy, while noting that Statin is processing data that was already collected, said the agency is anticipating assistance from international agencies.
And as I would have mentioned earlier also, is that we are getting assistance from the international agencies because they have been helping countries in the region, in the world, given the situation with the 2020 round that happened in Jamaica. And they are busy at this point, so we couldn't get them until about hopefully in September, when they will be working with us to help us to provide the count and some indicators on the population.
Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.